Welcome, Chosen One.
What is up, assholes? Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna play some Wild Hunt. That's right, Wild Hunt Frost. Yeah. So last video I played, one of the decks that I used to climb through the ranks this season, and Wild Hunt is another one of those. I think I used this to get from rank 2 to rank 1. Either 3 to 2 or 2 to 1. One of those. It was one of the later ones. I had a decent win rate, and I was able to climb. It's a deck that has a lot of flavor. It's very thematic. You guys know I love that. I really do. Thematic with the Frost and all the Wild Hunt units. And Mamuna. I see a lot of people playing the Auberon Osral version. And there's really nothing wrong with that. That's also very good. Before Mamuna even came into the picture, that is, I think, primarily how Wild Hunt was played. But I really like the Mamuna. Mamuna. I like it so much I can't even say it. For long rounds, we have the Frost. It's doing a lot of good for us. And in the short round, I want to be able to slam as many points as I can in as few cards as I can. We got Auberon, potentially thinning Riders, potentially. Mamuna playing for 20 with the Griffin. Just the best. Nothing but the best for those short round 3s, which often we may want to go for. But yeah, the deck is just all about playing that Frost. I don't know if is this different from my last Frost video? Yeah, I don't think I had the Navigator or the Ancient Fog last time. I think I've added those since. One Ancient Foglet is more than enough, I think, and Navigator is kind of a pseudo Foglet, just way cheaper, and it's a Wild Hunt unit, so it's very good. Here is the effect. If you don't know what it does, it's not a very commonly used card, even in these Wild Hunt decks, but it's nice. It can be a pretty good card for 4 provisions if we have a lot of Frost on the board. Yeah, there's not much else to say. Wild Hunt has gotten some buffs. Gilles now has a devotion thing where he's not locked to only Wild Hunt specials, but any Wild Hunt deck. A lot of monsters decks, especially the devotion ones, struggle with consistency. And Gilles is now a very solid way to slightly mitigate that for Wild Hunt. Because, if we don't draw Auberon in round 3, that's pretty much a loss right there. But if we had Gilles, we can tutor him. And I think that's great. I think this is a neat devotion payoff. It doesn't add any more points to the card. It isn't the requirement for it to even survive. It just makes it more flexible. I think those are the perfect devotion cards. The ones that don't strictly add more points, just flexibility. So I'm a big fan of the Gilles change. Auberon got his 6th power point back. And obviously can now, on his round 3 form, he can play any Wild Hunt unit from your starting deck. Which, one, if you didn't draw your Riders, makes him playing Riders a 100% guarantee. 2, if a Nilfgaard opponent uses Yennefer's Invocation on him in round 3, and they don't have Wild Hunt units in the starting deck, which they won't, he's just a 6-point card. This has happened to me once. It was very funny. But yeah, Wild Hunt, awesome synergy with the White Frost leader. With that passive, all your Wild Hunt units get boosted by 1 if you play them opposite a row with Frost. Our goal is to have Frost on the board at all times. And our units are just huge. They're just huge, they play for good points. And they're just badass. Wild Hunt is badass. And we're not going to look at these shield wall decks here. We're just going to ignore those and just scroll up to the Savage Chase. I forgot to save the name change. Anyway, let us get into it. We're not going to be Regis. I'm going to be Eredin. Because obvious reasons. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy these matches. I hope I do too, as always. And yeah, let's get to it. NR again. I mean, I say again because I tried recording a different video and I played against NR once. And therefore this is NR again. The last one was Golden Necker Shields, which is way more interesting than Stockpile. But I don't mind Stockpile at all. Let's do it. Toadprint's pretty good. Auberon, we want to save you for later. Fogwood is good. I don't want to brick these riders. I don't want to brick this. It's not really brickable, but it's nice to have it like this. Where do we go first? Probably just riders. Sucks to lose the frost buff, but it's nice to get the riders. Alright, Mr. Stockpile. Is it a mutagenerator stockpile? I've seen those getting pretty popular lately. Kinda want to try it, because they look funny. Ballista into Siege Master. Alright. Let's get frosty, baby. Can they kill it? Yes, if they have a reinforced ballista. Which they did. That's okay. I don't mind that. Do I just Toad Prince it though? Yeah, because if they play another one, it's probably going to be from Amphibious Assault, so I can't really touch it anyway. Toad Prince, good card. Like it. Yeah, read him and weep, boy. Your siege engine was eaten in its entirety by a giant toad. That would have been nice too. Artgate? Artgate. Red Riders? Imlerith's Wrath? I think I'm just gonna play Imlerith. And we get a pass. Okay. Okay, interesting. Well, I don't want a long round against Siege. I honestly think with the right set of cards, I think we are better in a short round and we can bleed them pretty hard. That's the dream at least. Bruisers, one bruiser's fine. What are we missing? Well, I don't want to risk drawing that, so this is okay. This is okay. I'm gonna go easy on the Fogwood. I'm not gonna play it on a frostless board. There we go. Well, that can be moved. And then Mr. Foglet plays for 6. Yeah, being able to move those is saving me a lot of trouble. Is that my kill? Is that my kill? I mean, I don't want him to get another stockpile charge. But if he does, and like I bleed him enough, like in a short round 3, all those stockpile charges, like it still adds up. It still adds up. I'm gonna do it. It's okay. Here we go. Hell yeah. Yas, Queen, Slay. Let's get going. Winter Queen with her new devotion ability, which I say new, but it's probably existed for 3 years at this point. She's insane. Are you? No, you're not. You're not. You're not spending 3 elite charges to kill that. You're not spending 3 elite charges to kill that. You spent 3 elite charges to kill that. Well, you better... I mean, they have a boost. They play a winch and they save it. It's fine. What did they take? Did they take Art Gaze? Thank you, sir. You're doing me a favor. No fucking way I want Art Gaze on top of my deck for this short round 3. But I see what you're doing in there. Blocking it with the squirrel. Blocking out the haters. Well, I do have Red Riders. I mean, replaying this, it's not super exciting, but it's okay. Nah, I'm gonna do this. I'll do this. Haha! What are you gonna do? Use your last leader charge to kill that? No? Well. I love that Red Rider's having 3 different options. It's so cool. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna replay my boy here. And any excess frost is made up for by Winter Queen, if they can't kill her. And that 50-50 right there, that just, The Foltestian pride, eh? You know what? I'm just in the mood for this. Any last words? Foltest's pride. It is Pride Month. But give it one more turn. What is that for? What is that for? I can do this and get that, and then just ensure Auberon. Wait, dominance, total duration of frost, 6. Ooh, 9 for 4, baby. 9 for 4. What have you got? What have you got? Hell yeah, 2 odd with the Wild Hunt. Didn't even need Mamuna. Didn't even need Auberon. GG though. You know, Siege, like, I can see why some people would dislike Siege. But the stockpile version, like, sure, Reinforced Ballista is maybe kind of a wacky card, but honestly, the stockpile version of Siege, I like it. I've played it. I've played against it quite a few times, and you know what? I don't hate it. It's another one of those cool thematic decks, just like this, just like Warriors. And it's playable. You know, we only hate it because it's playable, but it's fun. It's a cool deck. I don't mind playing against it. I enjoy playing it. And I also enjoy playing Wild Hunt, so why don't we just keep on doing that instead of talking about other decks? Maybe next time. Maybe Siege next time. Probably not, because I actually already have next video recorded. But it's another Skellige video. I didn't want to do Skellige back to back, so you're getting monsters today. It's a whole deal. We're gonna play some more Gwent here. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Next game. Yo, chat. Skojatel. Which one? Nature's Gift. Devotion v Devotion. They have an immune 3 points per turn engine. We have Auberon. God, I really want to ditch this. But I have bricks in my deck. I have bricks. Winter Queen is a brick. The second Rider is a brick. Honestly, Mamuna is a brick. The second Griffin is a brick. You don't say. Dude, I thought I had a Navigator, a Naglfar's crew. I don't. That makes me upset. I can't do this for dominance just yet. Don't want to Immolith until I've thinned out at least one of the cards. I could play Phantom. It goes to 6. They can't kill a 6. Right? They can't kill a 6. No, they can't. They have Nature's Rebuke. You know what? Iberian Phantom says, fuck nature, I eat nature.
Spit it out already. I don't have all day.
Damn it, I wish I played Immolith, and then I could Immolith's Wrath. It's 1 power too much for that. Oh god, I don't like this. What do I do? I guess I'd probably just leave it alone, you know? I know what we do. That's the wrong row. That's the wrong row. Literally the wrong row. In my defense, he used to be range locked. I still feel like he's range locked. I don't know why they felt the need to remove the range lock, because, you know, the tutors, the faction tutors still have a lock. You know? John Natalis goes on melee. Fabjorn melee. Ermion ranged. The other monsters tutor, Wispus or Weavus. Wispus. Ranged. But for some reason, Gales is no longer locked. Hey, you leave him alone, okay? That just feels bad. That just feels bad. Way to not have dominance. If I hit that down to 5, I do have dominance. I mean, we're looking fine. We're looking fine. Honestly, I should pop this Argaith right now. If given the opportunity, I will. Maybe they removed the Rollock just to make it more flexible with the Frost passive, maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's the only excuse that I can think of that is actually meaningful. So I guess that's probably what they did, right? There you go. Have some points. That is fine. We are tied for dominance. I'm just gonna do this. I gotta get these boys out. The Frost is putting in work, though. Gotta love it. My face cam blocks this. I don't know how many turns are left. I mean, I played Argaith. How is it already just 1 turn left? Because I played Argaith 2 turns ago, so it's... You know, I should pay attention. I finally got around to killing her, huh? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there's not gonna be, like... There's not gonna be any Frost left. So Winter Queen actually... not worth anything. Okay, 3 turns. So this is 6, right? 7 with the passive boost. If I don't play it now, like, it's only gonna get worse. It's fine. It's fine. We're looking good. Okay, I'm gonna need you to play something on melee that I can move back to ranged and deal damage to. Could you do that for me? Just anything that I can deal 2 damage to and move. Alternatively, you could pass, but I don't think he's gonna pass. He's gonna play Gezras.
There's a great deal for you.
Oh, I don't like that. I can kill and eat Gezras. And that's 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. Otherwise, he's going to move up and hit my dudes. Another 2 points from the Frost. And I lost my guy, but that's okay. Still ahead by 7 on even cards. I have 1 big play in Imlerith. Will I use my leader? What do we draw here? Alright. I mean, if if I were to use it, I should have used it before playing Imlerith. That's point number 1. I lost 1 point there, potentially. But if I do play it, I gotta do it now. But you know what? I am 8 points ahead. Well, he needs 9 points to beat me. Just one Symbiosis engine on the board. Yes! Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels so good. Are we about to see the importance of round 1? And the winning of round 1? Oh yeah, art game. I always forget that's a card. Auberon, my man. I mean, I could mulligan it, or I could play it now. I do feel like I want to... I go first. I go first. But I have this. Foglet. Fogaleto. We've seen one Rebuke and Protector. I mean, if one of these cards is the second Nature's Rebuke, and I forced him to play it immediately, nah. No, I don't think it's worth it. I think I'll survive without it. Frakes net, huh? I don't care. So I move this. Not getting Foglet value though. Yeah, I'm thinking. Do I need to kill that now? I'm gonna do it. I can play it for 5. I can play it for 5 and act like I have more frost. You know, they know I played Argaeth. They know I drew Argaeth. They might think I have 6 more Foglet points. I play him for 5, they rebuke him, and I say, haha, I don't care, I had no more frost. Auberon could potentially get me sub, but I no. No, he won't. Oh, we're getting the big chains. We're getting the big chains. What do you got? Oh, really? Go on, kill it. I dare you. You gotta kill this Foglet before I play Argaeth. There you go. I don't know why I'm so happy with that. It's not like I'm gaining anything from it. I traded down 1 provision. Here's the thing, if I don't get Aethne, what the actual hell? What? I mean, okay, this is actually not trash. But holy shit, those options. Those options were awful. Didn't... He used to create and play on his round 3 form as well, right? God, he needed that buff. I mean, I got 7 damage here. He's not triggering this, right? Alright. Yes! But did you not even have 10 points? Like, no Gord, no... Aethne? Aethne would have been enough. Maybe they had it and thought, you know what, me having to commit this means I lose anyway. But, I mean, if I hadn't drawn Mamuna in round 3, I wouldn't have had much to offer myself. I'm just saying. I did have Naglfar in there too, though, right? So, I had a decent chance of drawing her, but it was no guarantee. No guarantee. Okay, another Squirtle. Is it the same one? No, it's the less respectable one. Not the least respectable one, just less. Just less. Which stratagem do they have? Crystal Skull, eh? I'm not super keen on Double Crew. But I'm also not keen on drawing Winter Queen. Ancient Foglet. Ancient Foglet is an interesting card. In that you need Frost to make it work. Or any weather. Oh no! Someone's so confident in the Simless Waylay combo that they're doing this. And you know what? It's gonna work for them. It's gonna hella work. It's actually gonna be so incredibly dank. What do you got? Straight into Vanadine. Who for some reason they had to make seven points so that this already playable card would be even harder to kill. I love that. I love that in a card.
Are you cold, human insect? It won't be long now.
Don't worry, I've got points too. They're just coming in a little slow. They're a little slow. Just don't mention it, but they're a little slow. Haha, still getting value, bitch.
We will take back what was stolen.
That's a lot of points. Do we just? We're chilling. Chilling like a villain. You know what I'm saying? Alright. That's fair. That's fair. Now I gotta actually get value from the Frost in order to win. Which is... it's a lot easier said than done. But Vanadine being on a clogged row for some reason. Why did you even bother doing that? It's very interesting. What does Aerodin do for me here? I think I need him. I agree that I needed him. I agree with my own decision. You will do so, sword in hand, yes. That Vanadane, you should not have moved that back. You should not have moved that back. You've lost so many points. I mean, if you hadn't moved it back, I would have probably just eaten it, and you know, it's still nice. I mean, how many waylays have we seen? It's probably the 2 from Vanadane plus.
You can hide, but I'm gonna get you.
See, this is where you would normally pass because they're a card down on 3, still far behind in points. Like we're talking 8 points behind, 9, 10 points behind. But the waylay combo, I don't like it. I would much rather just win on even. Winning on even is better than losing 2 cards up. Yeah, that's true. Again, I agree with myself. I'm such a genius. Okay, fantastic. Round 1, 1 on even. Now let's see if we can force out some of his stuff. Which golds are left? Only the best and Artgate. I mean, Mamona, like with NL Conqueror and the Frost passive, she's pretty good. So if I can just set her up with that, I'll be happy. I can still lose. They shuffle back the waylays. Then they use all their leader charges, potentially, and something like Isengrim to kind of screw me over. I don't like this Naglfar. Himlarith is not eating good tonight. It's fine. But yeah, like my cards are actually slightly disappointing. Don't take Ardgaith. Don't take Ardgaith. Why do people keep helping me? Like, people see Echo card and I think, holy shit, this is why I tech Squirrel. Let's go. You're helping me. I don't want that Ardgaith in round 3. I want to draw my actual cards. Okay. Dude, I would like a Bruiser. But my only way of getting a Bruiser is with this guy, and he's not. He's not. I'm not doing that again. I'll eat the squirrel. You know, points-wise, they still need 12 points to get ahead of me here. I want to get it all out. Maybe I should have more Mamuna targets in the deck. Maybe. Do I wanna... Auberon, please!
Must open our gate. Forthwith. We've caught another taskmaster.
That's okay. That's okay. Like, we have enough time to use that Frost. We're getting some boosts, decent cards, but I did not want that. But round 3 Auberon is so good now that round 2 Auberon just sucks in comparison. It's just, it feels so bad. You know, it used to feel alright because it was more or less the same thing. Okay, leader chargers are out. Yavin is out. This Imlerith's Wrath is not good. Mamona is not good. Do I spend a leader charge? That seems very wasteful. Yeah, that seems very wasteful. Like, I'll have enough turns to use one leader charge next round, and at this point I'd rather just have the points. You know? My leader can still give me 4 points, plus Wild Hunt stuff. Oh, I really, really want to get out that last card. But what if I get Imlerith and then I... Yeah, I'm gonna draw Mamuna actually. Just by default, I'm gonna draw Mamuna with Imlerith. Okay. If Waylay doesn't have a target... do they still get it? Oh, this is sad. This is sad. This is a sad hand. Oh, this sucks ass. Like, if I go for Mamuna, then I can't do it on the Griffin, so I have to do it on the Conqueror, which is not terrible, but it's also not great. But if I Imlerith and draw her, my Naglfar is bricked. I didn't actually have to do that. She's not playing it. If she had played it, that would have mattered for 1 point, but she's not playing it. And now I am giving him good targets.
Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn.
Giving him good targets for Waylay. All his Waylays. Heatwave. I have 6 points.
Feign not ignorant. Remember to whom you speak.
I have 6 points in my hand.
Racists. For the daisy of the valley!
Fuck you! Yeah. Even though nothing really went according to plan there in round 3, I still got him. I still got him. I mean, what can I tell you? You know, Wild Hunt, it's a Monstrous Devotion deck, so there are some obvious things that you're missing out on, namely removal. Like we have a good bit of movement, which is actually nice, and we have Toad Prince, Immortus Wrath, so like we're not completely devoid of removal, but generally we don't kill things. Wild Hunt Warrior, you know, like on an empty row, can kill 4 power cards, which is actually wild. But what we do have is points. We have a lot of points. Let me tell you. We have a lot of points, Slam. We have a lot of Frost dealing a lot of damage over a lot of turns. Like I said, it's a little bit slow, but it's so good. And we have, I mean, Winter Queen. Like, maybe I don't have to explain this to anyone watching this, but Winter Queen is insane. Like, when she had Thrive, I thought she was a really good card. Like, you gotta think. You gotta think. Roach is a good card. Roach is a good card. She's the same power, but 1 less provision. And her condition, you know, is a little bit harder, but, you know, in a deck like this, it's not hard. And then her effect, you know, sure, it's a devotion effect. They're supposed to be strong, but it's just so crazy. Like, you can just go ham with the Frost in round 1, and the opponent can't take an early pass. That used to be a great counter to Frost. Like, any weather in the past, you know, as soon as the opponent overcommits some weather, you just pass because it's so low tempo. Not only does she add 4 points of tempo to your Frost, but she just says, you know what, you can't take an early pass, fuck you. If you do that, I'm going to get all the points. So she's just great tempo for relatively very few provisions. And she is just threatening the opponent. Like, she has a gun to their head. You cannot pass. You got to kill me first. Take a turn to kill me, which gives me a turn to hurt you with more Frost. In which case, I don't care. This card is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's tied to Devotion. It's tied to an archetype that is nowhere near being top tier or abusable or anything like that. So it's perfectly fine, but the card is crazy. And I love it. I love it. Now, that last match is, you know, a good example of when the Mamuna shit doesn't really work out. I mean, she was still 16 points. Like, she was still 16 points. If we had at least had some turns to set up, she could have been 17 with the Frost passive. But 16 is still good. Like, you don't have to go for the 20. Now, you know, playing 2 Griffins in a Wild Hunt deck, I get it. It doesn't look great. But the thing is, it works so often for me, so consistently. Like, it just works. Like, eat one with Imlerith and then Yumamuna the other one. It works way more often than it doesn't, and that just makes it worth it, because, you know, in a long round we have a lot of points. We have a lot to bring in a long round. In a short round, not always so much. But Auberon, sure. But Mamuna, 20 points. Bam. Right there. It's so good. I love me some Mamuna. I want to play Relics, but I can't find a list I'm happy with. There's always like one thing I'm like, really? Do I want this? But I want this. Can I have both? Should I have neither? You know, stuff like that. I'm not a great deck builder, you know, in case anybody was wondering. Like, I can build decks like this where, you know, 95% of it builds itself. That's easy. That's so easy. Anyway, I have rambled on long enough. Of course, this is the outro. Anyone who didn't want to hear rambling have gotten what they wanted and they have left. If you're still listening to this, you're probably one of those people who enjoy it. In which case, I respect you and I appreciate you. And thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Next video is, you know, not as safe. You know, we played it safe with the warriors. Wild Hunt is also pretty safe. But the next one, definitely more in the fun category. Homebrew, a little bit off meta, a little bit combo deck-ish. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. Gwent can be fun. Sometimes it's not, and it really sucks. But it can be fun. Just remember that. And until next time, have a good one, and I hope to see you again soon.